Alright, Shalom, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved under Bava Kalab from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp. Coming back at you with another lesson to help edify the Lord's elect. So, just wanted to do a quick video on this because the boxing legend, so to speak, George Foreman, has passed away, and he's in the spiritual realm now. And you know, this guy, he was a famous boxer for many years, and he also got a lot of fame for you know, endorsing his what was it, George Foreman Health Grill or something like that. That was very popular. So you know, he was kind of like a well-known Jake celebrity, and he's now in the spiritual realm like many other Jake celebrities. So you know, this guy, he wasn't in the truth, he wasn't, you know, of the Lord's elect, but now he knows he's an Israelite and he knows what's going on, and he's in his right mind and he's chilling in the spiritual realm. But the interesting thing I want to point out is that I was just watching this clip here. I'm not going to play it because I suspect I'll get a copyright strike if I play it, but Lord willing, I'll put a link to the video in the description once I finish recording this. And this was apparently his last social media post before he died. I believe, what was he, 76 or 73? I can't remember the exact age he was, but you know, he was up in age. The Most High blessed him with what could be considered a full life, because the scriptures talk about how man's life shall be 80 years and 10. So a score is 20, 80 is 60, plus 10 is 70. So 70 years is the usual age that a man is given in these times, and any more than that is by reason of strength, you know. So he lived into his 70s, so you could consider that a full life in terms of the time that the Most High has given us in these last days. But the point I want to make out here is that he thought himself to be, you know, a man for the Lord. I suspect he was a Christian, obviously. And in this testimony video, he talks about him shaving all his hair off and learning to love himself for not having any hair. And he goes on to say, when he looks at himself, he's reminded of when his mother would look at him and how his mother would love him. And I thought that was pretty hilarious, because here's this man up in age, you know, in his 70s, and he looks like a baby. You know, he looks like a newborn baby without a scrap of hair on his head or on his face. Now, this type of look is very common in the world amongst Jake, but it's actually going off according to the Most High, because if you're naturally bald, that's fine. You know, you work with what you've got. If the Most High gives you, you know, a horseshoe or, you know, a bald patch anywhere on your head, you've just got to rock that. You know, you can't shave all your hair off, which is what George Foreman did here. And then to shave all your beard off as well, that's also going off. You know, that's against the law of the scriptures. Now I'm going to get the law for you. I'm just pulling it up here. This is Leviticus 21 and verse 5. And I encourage you to go and watch the video to listen to the testimony. And you'll hear what I'm saying. But I'm just going to pull the precepts and put the link to the video in the description, because I suspect it will get copyright struck if I play it. Leviticus 21 and verse 5 I want. This says, "They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh." Read that again. Leviticus 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, which is what George Foreman did for the majority of his life. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cuttings in their flesh. So George Foreman was going off, but what else is to be expected? He was just a Jake in the world. He wasn't called, into this truth. He lived what could be considered in the world hang on. He lived what could be considered in the world to be a successful life. Having a successful boxing career for many years, and then having his health grill and all that kind of shit. But ultimately, it was all vanity. When he goes up into the when he's gone up into the spiritual realm now to meet the Most High, do you think the Most High cares about how well he can throw his hands, or how many belts he won, or how many grills he sold? Those things are all vanity, man. All that really matters, really, is doing the will of the Most High. That's all that really matters, and it counts. But this world will, deceive you and delude you into thinking all these other vain things, these vain pursuits, matter. Now, that's not to say that boxing is evil, because it's not evil. You can you can do it as a pastime. You can do it to stay in shape. Work on your self-confidence. A lot of good things can come out of that. But everything has its place. And you shouldn't put too much emphasis on the things of the world. And that's the difference between being a spiritual man and a carnal man. I remember a video clip. It's quite famous. Other brothers have mentioned it before, but there was a clip of Mike Tyson, and an interviewer was in his house, and he had all his belts on a table. And the interviewer was impressed by it, because obviously it's like, all these belts that Tyson won. And Tyson was like, it don't mean nothing to me. This is trash. Something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what he said. But basically it's like, it doesn't really mean anything. Now, obviously, Mike Tyson's another, Jake in the world that's gone off, sold out celebrity. And he's into Islam, so he's going off. But the point of the matter is that he understood that it was all vanity. But again, these are the accolades of the world that will get you, that will open doors for you with people of the world, because people of the world, they're interested in carnal fame and carnal success, and carnal wealth, all those things of the world. Let's be honest, right? George Foreman's died now. What has he taken with him into the spiritual world now that he's died? All the money he made from boxing, can he take that to the spiritual realm? No. All the belts he won, can he take that to the spiritual realm? No. All the money from the grills that he sold and endorsed, can he take that to the spiritual realm? No. So at the end of the day, it's all vanity, man. So this is a good, the point of this lesson is to keep things in perspective and ultimately understand what really matters. And what really matters is this, which will be Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 7, if I'm not mistaken. Let's pull it up here. Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 7. Yep. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. See, that's what happens when you die. Yeah? Then shall the dust return to the earth. So these bodies that we've got, it's just, ashes and dust. And when our spirit is separated from our body, that's when the body decays. That's the point of death. When your spirit is separated from your body, because really we're spirits inhabiting bodies. So the spirit is separated from the body, and the spirit is taken up to the spiritual realm. Yeah. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and your body perishes and decays, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. Yeah. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher, all is vanity. Now let's get to the point. Let's jump down, right? verse 13. This is the whole point of life. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's what, as Israelite men, that's our whole duty. Yeah. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good, whether it be evil. Now, George Foreman, he didn't know that when he was on the earth, living his life. But you best believe, now that he's in the spiritual realm, he knows what time it is. And he understands that he lived a life ultimately of vanity. But he's going to come back in his right mind in the kingdom, and it will be good. And he will be in the kingdom. He'll have the immortal body, you know, and he'll be over the other nations. You know, he's not going to be in the same position as the elect, but he's going to be an Israelite. So he'll be an Israelite in the kingdom, so he'll be good. But for those of us that remain on the earth, this is a good, you know, a good lesson to learn from, you know, about what's important in life and what the Most High requires of us. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim Hakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone at Woolwell, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. And Lord willing, I'll catch you on the next lesson. Shalom for now.